Hey, you awesome humans. I tried to start this video for almost an hour now, and I guess I need to follow my principle and just start. So today I want to review my 2022. It was an awesome year with everything that happened. Surprisingly, it was amazing. Everything turned out to be just right. And I created a list of things that I achieved this year. It has 69 points and there's a lot of stuff there. So how do I want to structure this is I had I have a list of specific goals that I wanted to achieve this year. I want to go through it first, and then I will expand on every point I achieved this year because I want to be detailed. I think it's really helpful to just see what happened specifically in each of these points. So to start, I will just be listing something that I wanted to achieve this year and expanding on it. Let's start with something I achieved that I consider as success, like complete success. So I had the first goal of getting to 10% body fat and then bulking to 70 kilograms while keeping my body fat and down below 15%. So that goal, I consider it a success, but I didn't bulk myself to 70 kilos. But over the course of the year, I just cut my, I was cutting to 8% 2 times. And while doing all of this, like diet tracking, gym trainings, and all, I gained so much knowledge about how to do this properly. I think I mastered it. I literally know what and how to do. So this goal is definitely a success. Right now I'm at 67 kilos and I will achieve 70 in a couple of months based on my progress. So it will be achieved just with a little bit of delay. Yeah, I will expand on it maybe more in details because half of these goals that are listed here that were my specific year goals. Of course, it is in my achievements. So I will expand on it more when I get to diet and gym and all of this. But yeah, it was a success. It was one of the biggest successes of this year. I guess the next thing I will address the point about finishing my 365 project. And additional thing that I wanted to do with it is find a way to monetize and earn something from the experience I got from it. That thing wasn't achieved, but I finished this project and I learned so fucking much from it. So that I think is the biggest success of this year because this project was so huge. And I want to go into details a lot because I wrote a really big article on it. And yeah, I see no point of talking about this further. It was a fucking huge success. Another goal that just achieved itself is live in 2 other countries for a month each. So when I set this goal at the start of the year, I was still living in Russia. I didn't think I would move. I thought I wanted to just see which country will be good for me, will be good to move into. And so that living in for months is in different country was just to get experience from it. And I had another like 5-year goal, I think, to visit a bunch of countries, live in there for like a month, and see which country I want to move into. Well, it kind of handled itself this year. I moved to Serbia, and I was in Armenia for 1 month, for 2 months. So this is definitely achieved, and it achieved it by itself. I forgot even about this goal for a while, but it was there, I guess, as a priority of my mind. Next things I wanted to do is fix my health problems. Is one with digestive disorder, with stomach being uneasy and all. And I thought I thought I had some problems there, and yeah, I handled it, I checked it, and it seems that there are no problems at all, and uh, I don't even need to worry about that. I guess that's just a consequence of my strange diet sometimes, so I guess it will handle itself at some point. The I just knew that I just wanted to know that it's not a problem that I need to address right now. And yeah, that was a good thing. And another thing with health, I wanted to fix my face skin problems. And that wasn't a goal to fix that. That was a goal to address that because I was trying to do that for 2 previous years. And this year I made a lot of effort at the start. I just went through a bunch of painful procedures, spent a lot of money and time, and it got better. Like, it's not perfect now, but it got much better than before. So I am pretty satisfied with it, and yeah, it was a good thing to do, and I consider that a success. Another goal was to get my deadlift to 100 kilograms. So when I talk about that, I was doing Romanian deadlift, so it's not like a full range of motion one. And I started from 75 kilos at the start of this year, and I got to 100 something at somewhere in June or July, something like that. And yeah, then I switched to like I considered continued progression from there, but yeah, that one was achieved. And another goal that was achieved is learn to approach girls and start doing that, start cold approaching. So that was the thing I thought I would come close to it, but I didn't think I would handle it that fast. I could do that. I learned how to do that in April, and after that it was a blast. So that was definitely one of the biggest achievements of this year also. So now some of the goals that weren't achieved fully, but still had some progress, or I will just expand on it. So at the start of this year, I set myself a goal of meeting 30 new girls and having sex with them. And that was a pretty ambitious goal. If you think about it, it meant like I needed to meet about two or three new girls each month. And it is pretty achievable. It would have been if that was my only focus of this year, but I had other priorities there and I had to move in different countries, and yeah, it just didn't achieve itself. I got it to, like, I met 9 girls throughout this year, and that was kind of cool. I love the progress here. I don't consider that a failure, definitely. I consider that a success, but it just didn't meet the original requirements, so it's in second list. Um, Another goal of this year, surprisingly contradictory to the first one, is uh, get laid 5 times from cold approach. So that was the thing. Why it's in a different point, because when I started everything from like 3 4 years ago, when I started my self-improvement, I started it from the concept of I want to go and talk to girls just on the street. And that was a really important point for me to have success specifically there. So I had a lot of success from Tinders, I had some from social circles, but that one was specific because it meant so much for me. So I didn't achieve 5, but I achieved 3 more or less. Like, I had something sexual going on with 3 of the girls I met just in my everyday life, just on the street or like in stores or something like that. So I consider it a success also. Also didn't meet the original requirement, but it's pretty okay. Um, yeah, again, it was pretty achievable goal. Just my priorities have changed in the middle, and probably it would have been enough to just have like have sex with a girl that I met through cold approach. So that would have been enough, and I overdid that in that sense then. Another one tied to all of these is start and finish approach anxiety program. So that was before I didn't think I would be able to actually approach some girls in my life until the very late of this year. I wanted to do that this year. I wanted to learn that this year, but I didn't think it would be that fast. So I wanted to. There is a approach anxiety program on Good Looking Loser, the site of really really awesome site for just general self improvement and sex advice. And yeah, it has like a 30 something days program, so you can do it in a couple of months. I think it's 40 days or something. And I made it to day 9, and uh, I was just asking random normal questions of girls on the street. And that was, at the start, that was so hard, but then it was enough for me just to start talking to random people on the street, even asking questions about directions, about what cafe is good, or like asking some I think it was like advice, or um, what do they think about some place. So like pretty basic and friendly questions, but that was enough for me. Like, I was already approaching girls, women, and talking to them. The next thing I did was just say some compliments, and then after that, the next day, I just could try to express that I liked them and try to get their number. So that program became kinda redundant. After I could do that, I focused entirely on just talking to girls on the street. And I wanted to finish it later this year because the program itself is kind of amazing. It teaches you social, mm, how does it? Mm, it's I forgot how does it called, but it becomes easier just to talk to random people about everything. So it makes it better to make friends, just get acquaintances, and just meet new people and talk to them. And it gets you immense talking experience, and also it is good for being uncomfortable among people because later tasks are really fucking strange. So I think I want to return it at some point still. I don't know if I actually do that. Um, Definitely won't be setting it as a goal of the year. Maybe I would want to consider different approach, not this approach anxiety program, but just talking to people, talking more to people. But yeah, it was it it helped me a lot, and I still consider that a success because if I didn't start this approach anxiety program, I don't think I would be able to talk to girls on the street. But yeah, it is became redundant for now. So I'll stop talking about that. It's an amazing program, and it will always be in my mind. Next point ties to it. Also, be able to start talking with strangers and make acquaintances or friends. I consider that a must for traveling. So I progressed here really well. Um, I met people at hostels, I met people at cafes and events. Maybe it wasn't just talking to random people on the street with the purpose of making friends, but it was I talked to people I didn't know on events or something like that. So I made big progress here. I didn't finish that goal fully, I guess, because it was like complete uh, social independence. Like if I finished the Approach Anxiety program, maybe it would have happened, but it was good progress, I guess. Next goal is funny. I had a goal of three friends with benefits at the same time. And that goal is such a strange on so many levels. Like now I'm looking back at this year because I met a lot of great girls. I had so much experience, so much great memories from them, and I consider almost each of them as friends with benefits at some point. But there were never three at the same time. There was two. And so, do I consider this goal as a failure? Definitely not, because why does it matter to have three at the same time? It just, it may feel good, but it doesn't matter. Like, really doesn't for progression and all. So it was just a funny goal to look back at. And the second point about it, what at which point you start considering them friends with benefits. After how many times do you need to meet? Like after 2 times, when you already decided on that, or there was some points when I thought the attraction was there after we met just the first time and we never met again. So like it's just a strange goal to put in, but I just started there and I needed to have some goals. Most of them, as you see, is dating or sex or um, just meeting girls oriented, because that was really important at the start of this year. And overall, I had huge progress here. Definitely huge. It allowed me to relax about it now and just to focus on different things. So yeah, moving on. Two different goals that I added in the middle of this year. One of them was after I hit my goal of deadlifting 100 kilos. I made a goal of 19 kilogram bench press, 130 kilograms squat, and 130 kilograms Romanian normal deadlift. And yeah, that was such a fucking ambitious goal. I just thought, oh, I achieved this progress like up to it 30 kilo from 75 to 100 for half a year. I can definitely go another 30 kilograms in the remaining half a year. No, that doesn't work like that. But I had some progress there. Definitely goal was overblown, but it was a good thing to strive towards. I understood after first couple of months that it's unachievable, but it was there, so why not? And the last goal that I added also after moving to Serbia, I don't remember when exactly. I went through my logs, but I just knew that I set myself this goal at some point, but I don't remember when. Okay, I'm back. Here goes my plan of not editing these videos. My camera just turned itself off. Okay, doesn't matter. Last goal, I set myself a goal of approaching 1,000 goals this year after I started cold approaching, after I knew I could do that. So that was a goal, to try to expand on it and have a lot of experience and just crush it. I made it to about 400, and yeah, it just, again, well, I had different priorities after 2 months, so I didn't focus on it. Still, 400 in a year was kind of cool. Like, I talked to 400 girls that I didn't know before. That is amazing to look at. Yeah. So that's it for the goals that I set up for this year. The next, I think I will make it a different, maybe it will be like 3 or 4 parts videos, about 20-30 minutes each, because my camera cannot handle more, and I need to take breaks. It takes a long time to record this thing, to expand on it. So yeah, I will go through everything I think I achieved that year. We'll cover some of these points again, just maybe briefly, or just add something else there. And yeah, that will be it for today. Yeah. That is the second video I record, like this year already starting to be awesome. I recorded this in 1st of the January in the midday, and it's kind of cool. Okay, See you in the next one. Have fun.